Nice back at it once again, man. It is the one-on-one with K Nice, man. We do this thing all day, every day. Right now, I'm chilling with some cast members, some hosts from the VIP lounge, man. It's funny, very funny situation, very funny podcast, very funny TV show that's coming to the Houston Public Access TV.com. I want to take time out first and foremost to let these hosts introduce themselves and what they got going on.
My name is Kizzy. I am the host of the Conversations with Kizzy podcast, and this is my lovely co-host Tina Breezy. She'll definitely introduce herself to you as well.
Oh, so that's gonna be my turn. So, my name is Tina Breezy. Little funny where I got that nickname. We'll talk about that later.
Right.
I'm the co-host of Conversations with Kizzy.
Right.
I think the Lord just looked out for me.
Gotcha. Well, let me ask y'all this, man. The name of the podcast is
Conversations with Kizzy.
Conversations with Kizzy. Let's get into some of the topics, some of the things that y'all will be dealing with on Conversations with Kizzy.
Okay, nice. Just to be frank, straight up and honest with you, we talk about everything from the raunchiest stuff to the most informative. We entertain, we educate, we do it all.
Right.
Because you never know what to expect from us.
Gotcha. You know what? And I'm gonna say I did do the first podcast with y'all, and the first two, and I must say, you all right.
you think we're gonna be all right?
You're gonna be all right, but yeah, it was raw. It was raw, but it was funny. But at the same time, it was informative.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So definitely, what do you bring to the table, Tina, to the Conversations with Kizzy?
I think the balance is gonna be, laughter. When it gets serious, sure I can do that, but I think the balance is, laughter. Bringing some fun, bring the fun side to it. There are going to be people out there, audience members, who want to, get raunchy, get real, and we could both do that. But I just feel like I can add that little punch to the conversation to make it just that much more fun.
Right. So let me ask y'all this: when I sat in on the last podcast, and we don't have to go too deep into it. I just want to get the answer to the whole basis of that particular podcast. Does size really matter? So does it really matter?
Okay, nice. It's funny you asked that because somebody posted in our Facebook group about does size really matter, and my answer's still the same. Yes.
Right.
Yes, size does matter. And it was a whole discussion, a whole group discussion about big sizes, penis sizes.
Right.
Size matters.
Size matters.
I got home and my husband said, at the end of that, I still say size don't matter. I say, sir, whoever tells you that is a lie.
Okay.
No, whoever said that has a chicken nugget.
Or that.
So your husband said size. You think he got a chicken nugget?
Hell no.
So
Tina can vouch for her chicken nugget.
But
you know what I'm saying? Tina can vouch for her chicken nugget.
And then let me ask you, because I heard you say that before, and the reason why I'm asking these questions is because these are some of the topics that they talk about on the podcast. Miss Raw and Uncut, and definitely want to make sure that you put those kids to sleep when Conversations with Kizzy comes on, because it's real adult content. So, but it's respectful at the same time, and it's informative. So,
not only put your kids to get to sleep, but if you have sensitive ears and we can't be ourselves on the radio for you, you don't need to listen to this.
So I got one question, and then we can move forward with the one-on-one. What is a chicken nugget?
I can show you a picture.
No, I don't want to see it. I mean,
chicken nugget is just a little D.
It's like this.
So, Clyde said it best. He said if you was, 6-year-old lady or whatever, and you keep slipping out because you a chicken nugget.
So if you sliding up out of that thing, nugget man.
Not even a French fry.
Nugget man. I mean, I'm baffled. Wow, nugget man. Okay, I got it.
Chicken
I got it.
Nugget.
Hey, sometimes those things happen. Nugget man, hold on. So what can we look forward to in y'all moving forward in podcasts? What are some of the topics that you figure that y'all will be bringing to the people?
We have some pieces on domestic violence is another one. I think that will definitely kind of hit home for both myself and Tina is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
And we have a CPS piece concerning child protective services.
Right.
And we always want to bring that funny. We're starting to take polls on our group to see what people actually want to hear from us.
Right.
So, sex is always a seller.
Right.
Sex, relationships, dating, and that type of thing.
Right.
So that's where we headed.
Right. That's what's up. So did you get a lot of good feedback on your last podcast and the podcast before that? Because I know the first podcast I sat in on, y'all brought the Masons.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all brought some of the Masons in, which was a really good podcast because I learned some things about the Masons that I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So that was a really good podcast. So let me say this here: when y'all tuning in to Conversations with Kizzy, don't think that it's always gonna be raw and uncut because, like I said, the first podcast I sat in with the Masons band, we definitely had y'all had a real conversation, and I was impressed with that. And then even on the second podcast with the size thing, it was funny, but at the same time it was real. You had Katie on here, and you had another female. You had Quiet Storm on there, and people could actually learn something from listening to the part. It was funny, but like I say, very informative.
Definitely.
Very informative. So, how does it feel to be a part of the VIP lounge?
I feel very important, and I think I share that on my page.
Right.
I throw it on my page. I don't know. It makes me feel kind of very important.
Right. Right. Working with Mr. Dunlap, Dragonfly. Yeah, when I say that, Dragonfly is real serious about his business though. When it comes to doing this, he's gonna bring the funny, but at the same time, behind the scenes, I think he's very, very, very serious about what he does with the VIP lounge. Got a creative mind. He know how to bring creative people together to create the funny. So
that's true. Definitely.
I definitely want to commend him on that. But what is it like working with Dunlap? And I definitely want to get your opinion.
You never know what you get with Dunlap.
Right.
Never, ever know. So you just have to take it with a grain of salt. He doesn't mean any harm.
Right.
Let's just either you like him or you love him or you hate him.
Right.
So
no in between.
No in between.
Right.
No in between.
Right.
You won't get it. You won't function if you're in between because he doesn't go in between.
Gotcha.
Right.
Gotcha. And y'all seem to be pretty good friends, pretty close.
We've been friends for a while.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I've been knowing Dunlap since we were teenagers.
Okay.
We both went to high school together, and I think back then I was like, believe it or not, I was actually kind of shy. Right. I was not the crazy Tina that he grew to know. So when he caught up with me on Facebook, and I was creating my own noise, sharing my own stuff, doing my own shows, and he just called me, and was like, what you doing? I think you would be a good fit and this and that and the other. And at the time I was just like, boy, it ain't that easy.
Right.
And it is.
Right.
If you really, stick to what you really believe in what you're doing.
Right. You say it ain't easy, baby, but that first episode that I had with the Masons, baby, how long did it take us to get started?
You were nervous. You were nervous.
Yeah. She was kind of nervous. But once you started it just flew. It just you flow with it, and it was natural.
But listen, I learned a trick. I got a trick for y'all this time.
Yeah.
I got my own little special routine that I do
at the house. So we're
gonna
let you hold on to that trick. Yeah. We're gonna let you hold on to that trick. Yeah, that's
but I'm definitely more comfortable. This is my element.
Right.
So, and I like my people. I love my people that I work with. So
right. So are you really comfortable doing podcast?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you think that this is your thing to do the podcast?
I'm growing into that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've always been in HR and the speaker, this, that, and the third. But when you more focused on when it's your show, when you have to, you know, bring the funny, bring the entertainment, bring the information, it puts a whole new light on Conversations with Kizzy. For me, So, but I'm feeling it though. I'm feeling it. I like it.
So let me ask you this: when that's okay. That's okay. Let me tighten that up for you. It's just a part of podcasting. Sometimes you got some things that go on and that shouldn't go on. But when Kizzy came to you, Trina, and she said, if she came to you and said, I want you to be the co-host on Conversations with Kizzy, what was your reaction?
To be honest, I was actually shocked. Most people would think, oh, well, you already, you know, with the VIP lounge, so it's just automatic, or I should feel some type of way if she chose somebody else. But it just made me feel that much more confident that my interactions with Kizzy, she saw something in me, you know, that made her comfortable, you know. So that makes me, you know, like I don't feel no pressure. You know, this is like a job, but like a dream job. You know, I'm always excited. I'm texting, and you know, I feel like, I don't know how to explain. It's like a dream job.
Right.
I love it.
Right. Well, that's what it is, man. It's your man, Kate Nice, man. We got Kizzy, we got Tina. Tina definitely in the building. And all I can say is VIP Lounge Conversations with Kizzy. Conversations with Kizzy. It comes on every
second and third Thursday of the month. 9:30.
9:30 to 10:30. Y'all make sure y'all tune into that thing, man. GMT Radio, GMT Broadcasting Company, man. We bringing this thing to you, man. The VIP Lounge. Y'all make sure y'all look out for it, man. Conversations with Kizzy. Any last thing that you want to say, Kizzy?
Thank y'all for having us. Thank y'all for being a part of Conversations with Kizzy, and just watch us grow.
Already. Well, it is what it is, man. It's your man, Kate Nice, Kizzy, Tina. Like I always say, holla at your boy.